Alright, I think we're live. The audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to Edenia. Today we're playing some more City Skylines here on stream. There we go. Thank you very much for tuning into this lazy Sunday morning live stream. We're going to play a bit of City Skylines. Look at that. Last time we were building Jazztown, and Jazztown hasn't grown much, truth be told. We've got our stinky industrial area right over here. We've got a loopy-loop residential area. We've got Old Town, which is just a grid with a couple of bends in it. And we've got the ultra gritty Meadow Square, as it's still called, our forestry industry. There we go. Good morning, mate. Jeffrey, thank you very much for tuning in to this live stream. Let me prop up the chat somewhere around here if I can. There we go. Chat has been propped. Great. Now I can follow you without looking all over the place. Thank you very much for joining in. We're going to do a little bit of city building today. I am armed today with my coffee, of course. Latte Macchiato. Great stuff. Alright, so Brit is also watching. Thank you very much for tuning in, darling. We're going to be let's see. We're going to be doing a bit of building today. First off, let's see what needs our immediate attention. So there's too little workers around here, and places are getting demolished because of it. So we need more people living at Meadow Square, because these people cannot, obviously cannot get the demands done. So let's take a look. We've got quite a couple of places where there are people, where people can still build their houses. So yeah, I think this will solve itself in due time. We might need some public transportation, but for that we need a bus station, which last time we couldn't afford, but now that we've waited a bit, we might as well try to get a bus station going. So where is the bus? This is the bus. Right. So we need a bus depot, which is 30,000 simoleons. Can't afford that at the moment. Also a bus station. Yeah, this would make it even easier. Alright. Let's get rid of that. No, I think we should... Oh, we've got a fire, but I believe we have fire coverage over here. Yeah, we do. We've got plenty of fire coverage. Great. Alright. We've got a bit of garbage disposal. This is gonna be great. We've got 2 fire departments over here even. Wow. For the sake of completion, I guess. So that's a part of town which is not connected to the town itself. This was going to be a big commercial area. Yeah, this is all going great. There we go. Let me reload this page of chat just for a second, so I can follow the chat. There we go. Now it should work like a charm. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so this old town, we're not going to touch Old Town at all. This is just going to be Old Town. We're going to build around it. So there are a couple of traffic jams, nothing too major, but this is a bit of a hot spot. So we need to alleviate the traffic over here. And this is a bit of a hot spot as well, but not as much as... Yeah, this is purely industrial and commercial. We've got cars coming in from here, delivering goods to the commercial zone, because we're not producing goods locally. We might want to do that. Just produce a couple of goods. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do a couple of... just a bit of stinky industrialization. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a large road. And we're going to have... no, we're going to have a small road, because otherwise it will not fit to here. And we're going to do something like this. Let's go up a level. Should we go up or down? I'm thinking down. Because why not, right? And go back up. There we go. So that's a tunnel, and this should be connected to here. Great. And now we could have a bit of stinky industrial area just over here. Just because we need some local goods. So let's grab the old brush. There we go. That's nice. All the way up to here. We don't need a lot, we just need a bit of industrial area. Otherwise the entire area is going to be spoiled before we know it. Is this correct? No, not entirely. There we go. Nice and centered. So cars can go to the left and to the right to get here. Yeah, that's going to be nice. We did both sides, yes, alright. So that's going to be great. We might want to connect these to the actual highways. We could, of course we could. No problem at all. Let's do it like this, and let's do it like this, and this. There we go. Now that's connected, so people can get a shortcut to these areas. It's going to be fine. So we can expand upon this area just a little bit. We can do it something like this. Yeah. This area is a bit of a weird one. We're gonna have to live with it though. We might do this as well, because why not, right? There we go. And this will eventually, this can eventually go because it will be filled in, and we can just have some power cables going from. Oh, it's a shame you can't see the zones. Let's zoom in on this zone. There we are. This to here. So that will do. There we go. So that would connect if something builds here. But we need something to build there first. Of course we do. So if we get rid of this, that will be filled in. If we can move that one just a millisecond. There we go. It's reconnected. That means that this will fill in automatically. Great. Yeah, I think this is going to be just fine. Just fine. And eventually we'll get rid of all these cables in between and just have it, you know, just have it connect to itself. Great. We need water over here. That's one thing. So water to here. And, oh, this is already connecting. So we need water from here to here. Pipe efficiency, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And this can then go, because we don't need this. Awesome. Amazing. Filled in. We've got some local, what's it called? Some local industry now. Let's take a look at the chat. Where did you start with Jazztown? This is the original start of Jazztown. We had this, this was a three-way intersection, and this three-way intersection led to here, to this roundabout which I built, and then we went on to make this the start of Jazztown. This was just industrial and residential and commercial all mixed. Industrial went to here later on, and I really don't know why I did something like this. This is just a bit of a wild one. This is a very wild entrance. We might get rid of this altogether because it's clumping our... no, it's making this intersection more advanced than it should be. Let's get rid of this. And this and this. There we go. Yeah, these guys should just hang out here. That's fine. So we can make this industrial plot just a bit bigger. There we go. This is good. My English development. Yeah. Off so eats. Or something like that, yes. Very glad you joined in, Jeffrey. It's an honor as always. Alright, so this industrial section, right? It's connected to here. How are we doing on the power net? We need more available electricity very soon. So let's plonk down a couple of these windmills. Right over here. Let's see if I can get 8. We've got 8 over here, but that's a bit far off. You know what? I don't think I'm going to build here, so let's just plonk them down. Let's just plonk them down. And then, all of a sudden, nowhere to be found is the... we can find no more spots for 8 megawatts. Is it megawatts? Yeah, probably it is. Alright, so let's just build something like this. 6. I'll take 6, I guess. No, I'll take 7 over here. Not enough money. Oh, we're struggling again. Do we almost have enough money? Because this would bridge, and that would be very nice to have. This would be a nice spot, right? Just a bit of money. Let's fast forward it just a second. There we go. And bridged. Alright, so we've got a couple of windmills just at the highway. That's going to be nice. That's going to serve us with a lot more power than we need at the moment. Sewage. How are we doing for sewage? We need one more. Not soon. We don't need sewage sewage production soon. We'll just leave it for now. That's going to be fine. We need a lot more residential area now, and I'm thinking a lot of people need to work here. I'm thinking we're going to expand Meadow Square. So how we're going to do this, because it's already quite crowded in here. Oh, this is the wrong kind of industry because it's not connected to the. Ouch! That's going to be a handful. All right, let's grab this brush because that's going to solve. That's going to create pollution. I was going to say, and pollution is not good in this area because we're growing trees in this area. There we go. And this one as well. We need to expand this district first before we lay down the industry. Otherwise, it's going to get quite nasty. Let's do that a bit nicer. There we go. Plonk and done. Great. So that's going to be forestry now. Morning, let's find some coffee, is what Britt says. Yes, absolutely. You need coffee on the lazy Sunday morning. There we go. If you've just joined in on this live stream, thank you very much for joining in. We're going to be doing some cities skylines this morning. There we go. Let's pause this. Great. There we go. Meadow Square. We need a lot more residential area right now. So we're going to expand upon Meadow Square. And I'm thinking, how should we do this? Because we could, of course, build a little town around here. Just some streets coming down from here and leading into here. You know what, this might actually work. This might actually be fun. We're going to make a grid on this part. We're not going to do anything silly. Just going to make a grid. We're going to do it something like this. Or, yeah, you know what, we're just going to have a regular old grid. We're going to plonk some houses down. Because we need them right now. Let's lay some pipes. There we go. Efficient piping. Look, because we've got lack of workers around here. I don't know how far pollution will reach, actually, but we're going to find out. If these people get sick. There we go. Let's fill it up with houses. Let's see. Lucas Kariva, can you turn off day-night cycle? It's hard to see. Yeah, I hadn't actually thought about that, but of course I can do that, yes. Let's see, where is it? Is it in gameplay? Am I missing something? Use day-night cycle. We should... Oh, it was on? Yeah, now it's off. Great. Alright, let's do it like this. We'll have a day all the time. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for asking. I hope this will enjoy your viewing pleasure. All right, so we've got a bit of industrial area over here. This has reached, so we can get rid of these cables altogether. We can get rid of these altogether because this has reached. And that will make our lives a lot easier, a lot nicer as well. There we go. Right, so what do we need in this area? Let's take a look at education. We don't want any education in this area because of the industry that we're doing here. Let's see, health. Health is good. People around here don't get a lot of health care. That's a bit of a shame, but I don't really want to build another clinic just for this little part of town. We're going to expand upon this probably though, so we might do it later. All right, let's make this a bit bigger. There we go. Some people swear by grids. I just want to do grids for this part of town. I don't want to do grids all the time because I think it can look really nice if you know what you're doing. But I enjoy the windy roads a lot more. Just the naturally formed roads. Alright, so let's expand on this. We're going to have some buildings in this area as well. Let's see. Water, first of all. I always forget to use proper water management, so these days I just do water first. There we go. We might not. Let's do it like this. There we go. Great stuff. Power will do it. Let's see. What do we need here? We probably need a clinic. We don't have enough money, so we'll just wait a second. These guys will need some commercialized areas as well. So, let's see. We have a crossing over here. So if people need to... Yeah, we're going to have to do it around here. We'll need some corner shops for these people, so let's do it like this. Let's make this a strip. We'll have a strip of commercial for these people. We could do a couple just in town, but you know, we'll be smart about it. We'll do it like this. We've got Anhar Akram saying vuka 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 vuka. Thank you very much for your contribution. Alright, let's build some more houses then, because we are still in high demand. Let's just fill this up. Right, this will fill itself. We'll fill this up with houses. Great. You know, the good thing about grids is it looks really full and really city-like. You know, it looks. If you do it like this. Let's see. Let's put the chat somewhere else. There we go. If you look at it like this, it looks really city-like to have a grid. You know. Looks really nice. But then again, if you have a free-forming road, that looks really nice as well. I just can't make up my mind. This part's going to be this part's going to be nothing but nothing but grids. And down here we'll have the free-forming roads. I think that's a fair trade-off. Alright, so these people in these industries need a lot of workmen, as it looks like. We don't really have a lot of workmen at the moment, but we're working on it. Industry is being filled in. We could have more forestry over here. That's going to be a totally viable option. So if we want, we can do something like this. And let's do it on this side as well. Let's have it symmetrical, the industry. There we go. Now we need to apply the district before we do anything else. Otherwise it will not be forestry. There we go. There we go. This side as well. Let's go. Down the road. And to here and back up. Great. Meadow Square. Oh, should we add the district to this town as well? I don't know if this town needs to be this district, but you know, whatever. We'll just do it. There we go. Something like this. Alright. That should be filled in with industry because apparently we need more industry right now. There we go. Industry filled. Even though we have a couple of empty buildings over here, which is a bit strange. Let's see. We've got if you wanted to put public transportation, what type would you use? Well, at this moment, I'm still struggling to get a bus station fixed. So, yeah, at the moment, I think it would be bus because it's cheapest. I don't really think about public transportation a lot, though, but I should. I know I should. I'm thinking trams would be great as well, but then I need to upgrade all of the roads. I could do 2 lanes with a tram track, but yeah, metro is of course really nice for the late game. Trains as well. Trains are really good. Yeah, but first we're just gonna have to start off with a bus depot, and we're not gonna have separate bus lanes. We're just gonna have normal bus lanes. So we need to construct a depot first, which is 30,000. We can in a moment, and we're gonna apply the public transport to this area. The bus depot is gonna go right on the town, right on the edge of Old Town. Oh, we've got some problems over here. Not enough customers. Oh dear. Make sure there's a residential area in here. We've got plenty of residential area, but apparently not enough. Alright. We should try and fix these problems, but I have to admit, I'm not very good at tackling these problems. I don't really know how to tackle these efficiently. For this one, not enough educated workers. That's a bit of a bamboozle as well, because we've got a high school and a preschool in this area in Old Town. So this should be enough. We've got 2 preschools even and 1 high school. So that should be enough to actually fill the demand, but apparently it's not working as intended. We've got enough cash now to build the bus depot, so I think we should do this. I think we should actually put some bus lines in. So I'm thinking we have a bus line going through Old Town, then up here through the Meadow Square. But I don't think that's going to be a very long bus line, and I don't know how people feel about that. What's this? Citizens are sick. Ground is polluted. Oh dear. That's not good at all. I thought we fixed this. I thought we had fixed this by... Oh, of course, there's a bit of residue still on the ground. Look at that. A little bit of purple. A little bit of purple. Right, so that will have to go with time. We can't make it go away right now. It's a bit of a bummer. So yeah, people are complaining not enough customers, but I don't see why, because there's plenty of residential around this area. Plenty. Perhaps we need to get rid of the houses that say not enough customers and just make this into houses. Would that fix the problem of balance? I'm thinking it would. I'm thinking it would. Alright, because there is a delicate balance in this game. It's always juggling. Pink for Fashion says, "Hey Kutten." Oops. Right. Thank you for joining in. And thank you for this Dutch lesson. People are having a good time in the chat. That's always nice. Alright, so we've got a bus depot now, so let's make a bus line. This is going to be great. We're going to start the new line right here. And we're going to have it go through the old town. We're going to have it on the right side of the road. So the first stop's going to be here. Second stop's going to be here. Third stop's going to be here. Another stop over here. We're going to go through here. Down here. And let's see if we were to have a stop. No, I'm thinking not this one. We're going to have it loop around the other way. So not this way, but that way. Add a stop here as well. And here, and here, and here. We'll have a stop this way. We'll add a stop over here. And over here. At the high school. We're then going to go up. Or you know what? We're not going to go up. We're going to go back around with this one. Yeah, you know what? We're going to make a bus ride for this area first. So that's going to be one bus lane. We're going to have another bus ride. So we're going to have a new line, also starting from here. But this one is going to go to here, and to here, and to the high school. And we're going to go all the way to here. Then to here. Look at that. And we're going to go around these areas. We're going to do the same on this side. There we go. Nice bus line. Try making bus lines going same road back and forward. It's more effective. Alright, that's a good tip. So you're saying if we have a bus line, the same bus line should go back on the same road for it to be more effective. Alright, that is a good tip indeed. Bit late for this one now. I'm not going to redo these. I'm going to keep it in mind for the next ones. So we'll have a stop over here. And we'll have a stop over here. And we'll complete the line. There we go. So that's 2 routes. Great. I can tell we've got a professional in our midst. So, let's see. Build lines with the bus stop tool. Adjust the number of buses available by raising or lowering city's public transportation budget. Check. But if I were to start a bus line over here, going through this area, would I need to have another bus depot over here? I think I would. I think I would need some, yes. Let's first check our demands. We have a cemetery over here. It's not the best, but you know, it's a cemetery. We can finally build our clinic over here. Let's just bam it up there. We need. We've got trash collection in this area. That's great. We've got a fire station. We've got multiple fire stations in this area, so that's good. We have a police station over here, and crime has not been a problem yet. But we might want to have another. We might want to have a police station over here, a small one, yeah. Alright, so do we want schools at all in this area? Because we want these people to go work in the factories and in the forestry, actually. So I don't think we want schools over here. But then again, there are not enough workers in these areas. 7 jobs available, but no people. And this keeps building out, and we just don't have enough people. He says, you don't need more bus depots, they will come from the other one. Well, that will be quite the trip, though. But you know what? I trust your instincts. There we go. Let's make a line. Let's have it start over here. So you're saying that if I do something like this, right? I'll have a line going this way, this way, this way, and this way. I'll have it connect to here, to here, to here. It says this is going to make its rounds. We'll add a stop over here as well, for completion's sake. And you're saying if we now turn it back around to have double stops, it would have to go back to here then. So you're saying if I do double stops like this, it will be more effective. You know, I'm trusting your instincts on this one. Add bus stops on both sides of the road. That's going to be an odd line to complete, but it's completed. There we go. And these people are very happy at the moment. They're upgrading like crazy. We do need a lot more residential area though. So when do we unlock the flats? Almost unlocking flats. So we could upgrade if we wanted to, but I think we need to spend some time building out some more houses here first. There we go. So this is still going to be grid, as I said before. We're not going to put a lot of effort in this town, even though it's the main town right now. Actually, it's got the biggest population at least. So let's fill this in with some houses. We are in high demand of houses. Water is not going to be a problem officially just yet. No, that's going to be fine. We could though pull these down just a little bit just to make it nicer. There we go. So that's houses. We needed houses, so that's good. Yeah, fire department's not going to be able to get it over there, so let's build a fire station right here. This is going to be some sort of health center, whatever. You know what? I'm going to fill this in with commercial instead. Just because. Putting some people and a dog on the street. Now I feel bad. Did you see that? I got rid of the house. And they just were, oh, we don't have a house anymore. They just ran off. Great. Let's see. We've got a comment from someone who's new here. JSC Star. Hello, I'm new here. Thank you so much for joining this stream. Thank you for joining our lazy Sunday morning live stream of City Skylines. There you go. At the moment, still climbing a bit. We need to hit that 7,500 population to get the flats going, which is going to be great. I don't know how much of an impact this will have on the pollution of this area. I don't think it will reach to here, but can never be too sure, right? We aren't doing well on garbage. Yeah. Oh, we also reach incineration plants. Yeah, that's going to be great. Incineration plants are going to be great because they don't fill up. For example, this is 32% full. This is 81% full. So we're going to have some incineration plants instead later on. And those produce a little bit of energy as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. We've got a police centre. We don't want any education in the upper part of town. We'll just save that for over here. These guys will be heavily educated. We need a preschool in this area still. I forgot last time. I know. Let's put it down right here. There we go. One preschool for you guys. You can all chip into the high school. No, not really. They will not be able to chip into the high school. Alright, but get your proper education. That's going to be great. Not enough customers. So, yeah, we are in a bit of a pickle regarding the customer situation. What we're going to do is we're going to grab one of these roads. And we're going to have a road leading around this place. We're going to have it nice and swervy. So we don't really have to demolish anything. We're going to have a road going around here. And we should make this a highway, really. But let's build the road first. There we are. This is going to be a bit of an expensive road trip. There we go. Just a bit more. He says, no problem. I have 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes of what? I hope that's not your doctor's advice. You have 30 minutes. Wow. There we go. And let's connect this to here. Nice and easy. That's a bit... Yeah, we need to do it like this. Great. Alright, do we want to make this a highway? Not particularly, no. But we do want this to be anything else besides a one-way road. I think a 6-lane road is just going to be a bit overkill. It's going to be a lot of overkill. It's going to look nice though. Let's make it a 4-way road. How about that? Let's just make it 4 ways. Great. I like 4-way roads actually. It's a shame you don't use them in town a lot, but I like the way they look. I like the way they have... Oh, there's a car already, just standing there. Great. All right, 4-way road. That's enough money. That's going to be the refrain of our... 30 minutes until he goes to sleep. Well, thank you very much for joining in before your bedtime. It's a great way to relax for a bit. So for you, it's not a Sunday morning stream, but actually a Saturday night stream, I believe. Then there we go. Great. So we're going to get rid of these little bits. We're going to just add them here. Get rid of that little bit. Yeah, that's going to be the main road around this town. So now we need connecting points. We need to make sure that we get some places people can go. So we've got a couple of shops in the middle. That's going to be great. Let's grab our free-forming road. Let's connect them to various places around the map. Do we still need this? We don't, actually. I think this is connected, so we don't need this ugly line over here. This is only barely connected. This is connected by the electric conductivity of this bush. Look at that. This bush has enough electric conductivity to grid the entire town together. That's awesome. That's great. We don't want this within the town limits, so let's reroute this to. You know what? Let's just put it by the coast. We'll have something like this to Old Town, and Old Town is connected to the rest. So this can then go away. Amazing. Let's see, we've got a couple of comments. I'm very sorry, but I don't have this on display. I'll just try and put it back on display again, but I couldn't see a part of my screen. There we go. No problem. Yes, it's a Saturday night stream. Well, that money is going down fast. And JSC Star says, not that late, it's 8:40. Well, 8:40 is relatively late. I used to work at the postal office and I had night shifts, so I went to bed at 6 p.m. and I would go to work around. Oh, this is not even connected. Luckily, it's not needed and it has its own power provision, but there we go. Now it's certainly connected. But yeah, I used to go to bed at 6 p.m., wake up at 12 a.m. and then go to work. So, yeah. And Britt says, wow, okay, here it's 10:40, Sunday. It's coffee time. It certainly is. It's always time for coffee, as a very smart Paddington Bear once said. So we're getting a little bit of money in now, which is great. We just need to make the population rise, because a lot of people here are not getting their satisfaction. So what if we connect this road to here, just to make it a bit more accessible, and then make this a crossing going into town over here at the cost of this little mansion. There we go. I hate this, that every time you rezone something, you have to fix it. Every time you lay a road, basically. So we've got a connection to the industrial section now. We could not make this a crossing and make it a bridge, and I believe that would be the superior way of doing this. So let's try that. Let's try it. Or we could make a. That's a bit too short. A bit too short. So we need to get rid of this again too. There we go. Up here, down here. Because we don't actually need this to cross. We can just do it like this. So the people who live here can go into the industrial section without taking a large detour. Look at that. Lucas says, well, it's 11:42 in my country. So he's living one time zone ahead of us. There we go. Now we're all acquainted. Let's start building. We need to do a lot more roads over here. We need to expand upon this. So I'm going to make... what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to break off of here. Right? I'm going to make a nice big circle. A half circle, actually. And I'm going to connect it to here. Look at that. We're going to fill this in with residential zones. There we go, residential zones. This is all going to be residential, and we'll have some zones leading out from here as well. My city planning is not very good unless I do grids, so forgive me if this is horrendous to you, but I'm going to do something like this, just to connect it a bit, and something like this as well, just to make it have, just to have it a bit of an easier infrastructure. All right, now we need water, of course, because this will not do. Alright, so this is now filled in. Proper pipe management, as we said before. That's not proper enough. There we go. This will cover it. There you go. We'll cover the entire area. Felix D says hi. Welcome, Felix, to the live stream. Do we need some commercial zones in this area? I believe we do. I do believe that we do. Yeah, we should. We should have some commercial zones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of a couple of these housing zones and just put a little corner shop in there. I'm going to do this every so often just to make sure that there's a little bit of commercialism within these areas. Now there's a lot of people living here, but a lot of people now need some proper shopping. So let's build this strip. There we go. Let's build this and this. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I think it's going to work pretty well. We need a lot of people here as well. As you can see, it's draining a lot. This is one of the things about this game that I never understood, troubleshooting the problems. Let's see, Lucas says, do you have parks in the city? No, I don't have parks yet. I could do with some parks. We've got a couple. They are not very expensive. And let's see, this is a small park, which is 1,000 simoleons. This is a park with trees, 5,000. It's going up from here. 2.5, a botanical garden. Look at that. And a carousel park. And a bouncy castle park. Let's just go for Zen gardens, because I think they are very small and still have a nice catch rate. Yeah, we should do some parks, right? Let's do a park right here next to the bus depot. Let's do a small park, even though it's not that small. Can we put it in this corner? That's going to cost us a lot of houses, but you know what? I think it's worth it. Nice park. There we go. Nice small park. All right. We have some more to do. This area is far from optimal. Let's put one of these Japanese gardens in the corner. And one over here as well. Because why not? I love these small Zen gardens. Those are really nice to have. This is also very parkless. So let's have a dog park. You know, just for people having dogs. Let's put it down here. Nice little dog park. There we go. That should make a lot of people happy. And let's have another Zen garden over here. There we go. This area is also very barren, so let's put it down here. There we go. Look at that. Thank you guys for watching. You make my husband happy. Check how your bus is doing. Alright, how do I do that? It's probably here in public transport. So we've got 207 people per week. Are buses making me any money? That's also a good question. I don't know if I can check the income. Probably under here. Let's also pay off our loans, because why not? Let's see. Oh, we have income. We have an income of 395, 347 right now for the buses. So that's good. It's good to know. So we can add more buses by upping the budget. Right. We might want to say that. We might want to say yes, we want to do that, but I don't really know if we're doing well or not. So we've got 220 per week now, and one tourist. There's a tourist over here. Wow. I don't know what he's visiting, but it's probably not the Zen parks. So population is going up still. We need more commercial zones. Right. So why would we need more commercial zones? Because we've got quite a lot of commercial zones and still have room for them within the city. All these people upgrading their houses. Well, we should put some parks in this side. Let's see. A small park will not fit. How about this one? This is the small playground. Park with trees. I don't know if this... No, this doesn't fit at all. This is a large one. Let's see. Large playground will not fit. This is the dog park. Dog park will fit. Just like the Zen garden. You know what? We're just going to go with Zen gardens because they're the smallest. Let's be honest. So, let's put a garden over here. Let's put a garden over here as well. There we are. It's going to make this place a bit nicer. We could have, you know what? We'll just have more. Why not? We want these people to be happy. There we go. Couple of gardens. So now we're making a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money per se, but it's a decent amount of money. We're making a decent amount of money. Look at that. So yeah, back to this. We're going to expand. We're going to expand greatly on this. We apparently need a lot more commercial zones, so let's just zone a bit in. Even though people were still complaining that... you know what? We're going to have a strip right here. That should do for Old Town. Even though I will probably get complaints that there's not enough customers. But we'll just do it. We'll just fill it in. It's already filled in with water. That's nice. So this is going to be the main center of town. We're going to have high-rise and whatnot. Yeah, that's going to be great. And these meadows, we're just going to have a couple of meadows. This is just going to be grid town. This entire thing over here. So yeah, I think this is going quite well. Quite well. We have a lot of messages on Twitter. Why are we cutting down all the trees? Well, because it's renewable. Trees are renewable. We're also planting trees. You twat. So we've got a high school, a need for a high school at least, over here. So let's build one right in the center. We should make a proper thing for that. So let's have a road going off here. Let's have this road go down here as well. And back to here. And now it should connect somewhere here. There we go. We'll have a proper high school plot. There we go. And we'll have some commercial around, just some shops. Because the students need to get their food on, of course. There we go. And this will be... There we go. What I really want to do is make some of those small houses like this. Let's see. What are those brown stuff on the terrain? Oh, you mean this? This brown stuff? This is proper sewage management. It's polluting our coast guard, our coastal beaches. Oh, we need a bit of power around here. It's not been connected yet. It probably will be very soon, so I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, this will expand. Like a part of the land is brown. This part of the land, this is pollution. It's more of a purple, but I can see where you're coming from. This is pollution, yeah. Also, we desperately need more people around here. Jeez. We might want to get rid of this industry part altogether when we can. Oh no, it's on the ground, not the water. Yeah, I think you mean this. This is pollution of the area. We're doing our best with all the smog. Yeah, it's not the best, but you know, you have to have a bit of pollution every now and again. This is full. This is full already. Yeah, I know the facility's full. Jeez, we need to build another before we can build the incinerators. That's a bit of a shame. We'll have one. Yeah, where will we have one? We'll just have to make room for it over here. Can you fix it easily? Yes, we can fix pollution actually. But the point is, to fix pollution, you need to wait a couple of years in-game for it to go away. Let me just finish my cold coffee. Yeah, so pollution. Apparently you can get pollution-friendly machines later on in the game, like this water treatment plant. There's also... there are a couple of things like the incineration plant and garbage. They will always cause pollution. You just need to build them out of town. Or at least isolate them. But for most of the things there are pollution-friendly alternatives. For example, at the beginning you can make coal power plants, but you can also use these advanced wind turbines or normal wind turbines. And later on you can get solar panel plants and hydro power plants, which are all renewable. So they will not pollute. And then you can go for the nuclear option and pollute the shit out of everything. So yeah, it's a hit and a miss, really. So we've got some garbage problems over here. Are these covered by our current garbage policy? Yes, they are. So we'll just have to live with it. Now those guys are missing water. That's not good. We need these houses to have water as well. There we go. So yeah, I love it that these small houses, the Ivy residence and here the Florence residence, they will contain one household, but I love it how small they are. Really looks good to have a couple of these dormitories around. There is a way to get rid of pollution fast, but you need Eden projects and a big city. Yes, what's the difference between the advanced turbines and the normal ones? Well, I've got a perfect example right here. This is a normal wind turbine, just goes on land, and depending on the height of the land, it has a power output. These are advanced wind turbines. Those have solar panels on them as well. They rotate, they've got multiple blades, and they will always produce, when in the water, 20 megawatts. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, anywhere I put these will produce 20 megawatts. So they are better than the normal wind turbines, but then again, you have to put them on the water. Let's see. More energy. Yeah, advanced you could put on water. I think the Eden project is complex. I haven't been that end game in this game just yet. Let's just plant a couple of these because we're going to be in power troubles sooner rather than later. I haven't been that end game in this game just yet. This industry is just falling apart. Sorry, very distractive. Can you make a river or a zoo? Yes, you can make a... I think you can make a zoo in the unique buildings. I think there is something like a zoo you can unlock somewhere. But you have to do all of these crazy things to unlock shit. For instance, this Statue of Industry, it requires you to have 10,000 industry squares. Statue of Wealth. I don't know how I did unlock this, but let's see. This is average citizen health under 20%. So yeah, there's a couple of requirements. I think there is a zoo somewhere in here. Fountains, friendly neighborhood park, transport tower, mall, posh mall, official park, courthouse, grand mall, business park. Is there no zoo? I could have sworn it might be a monument though, or it's an expansion I don't have yet. Oh, it's probably tourism and leisure. There we go. Marinas, beach, volleyball, riding stable, a skating park. Must be placed roadside. We could have a skate park. Look at that. Let's have a skate park but a high school for all of these hip kids. Let's have it right next to it. There we go. Amazing. Simply amazing. Do we need a connecting road to the high school? I think we do. Let's have a 4-lane road, and let's have it branch off. Let's make it one of those windy roads. Let's have it branch off here. We'll have a big road connecting to here. There we go. That's going to be quite the intersection, but you know, it will work. It will work just fine. Cool. Subscribed. Thank you very much, JST Star. I'm going to try to have a lazy Sunday morning stream every Sunday morning, and I've got a couple of videos going on as well. So thank you very much for subscribing. We're going to have to fix this industry because there's not enough workers. That's the problem. So what if we let's see, we had another expert in the chat. Will it help if we connect this town with public transport to here? Would that help to alleviate the worker problem? Because I really don't know how to fix it. We could of course build a town around it, but you know, I'm not really feeling this area, you know. I really want to get rid of this eventually. We might just want to get rid of it altogether. You know what? I think that's a good idea. Awesome. More of tourism. Yeah, we might do... We're going to do a lot more tourism. Do we want to get rid of this? Is this now obsolete because we have different industries? I think it is, actually. There's a lot of abandoned buildings here as well. Not enough workers. Yeah, I think we're going to have to get rid of the industry. You know what, let's do it. The only downside is that there is coal power plants over here, and there are these buildings which you can't move. You can't move these buildings. You have to empty them first. You know what, we're going to get rid of this industrial zone. Because this is not working. There we go. And we'll see how the demand for industrial goes up. And we'll just feed it into here. And this will then see plenty of workers all of a sudden. So yeah, to move these buildings, you'll have to empty them first. That's a big problem. A big no-no. Alright, now let's get rid of these roads because they're a bit obsolete. So some of these roads will have to stay for a bit. Not getting any money for this at all. Let's get rid of this road as well. So this has no road connection right now. So we're a big town. Great. So we can have taxation policies. We can have a metro, and all sorts of things. Educational boost. We can say that people will need to go to school before they go to work. Harsh prison sentences. You can get policy schools out on one of your districts. Yeah, I thought that I had schools out on the top part. Let's put this down here for now. Just there we go. So. These buildings, yeah, they have to go, man. So yeah, I think that I have the policy of schools out in this area. Yeah, because these people will not need to go to school. These people will just go to work in these areas. Because apparently, I found out that that forestry specialization does not require you to be educated, which is strange because. As I've mentioned before, I would think that you need at least a practical education before you can work at a forestry, but apparently not so. we now have access to high-rise buildings. So that's going to be great. What we're going to do is we're going to have some high-rise commercial zones instead of the normal commercial zones, because we keep getting complaints that there's not enough commercial. So let's do it. Let's build some high-rise. There we go. So these buildings will now all be upgraded. We might want to have some flats instead of... you know what? We're going to have these be little flats instead. There we go. These will generate a lot more traffic though. So be mindful of that. So there we go. We've got a road leading to the university. This rain is really... Can I turn off the rain as well? Let's see. Use dynamic weather. No. There we go. Nice and clean. So yeah, we've still got these... yeah. Oh, finally we can do the incineration plant. So let's put down the plant right here. And let's tell this to empty. Empty into another facility, and this one as well. We'll have some incineration plants right here, outside of town. And I think this will be enough for a long time. Do you have buses yet? Yes, we have buses going around the place. Let's see. There we go. We've got a couple of buses going through Old Town. We've got a bus going from Old Town all the way to here through the industry. Just to feed it, these people will probably be able to get to the industry on their own because it's just a couple of roads. And we've got a bus route going through this part of town. So that's all very good. It's all well. This is what I'm... Look, we had all of these... We're in a bit of a power pickle, of course, because we we killed our main power to the big part of town. There we go. There we go. Come on. Yes. Plonk, 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 plonk. Everything's back on. Great. No problem at all. But this is what I find strange. Now we have demand for industry. But as we saw, all of these buildings, every single one of them, was destroyed. So I don't know what. Are you using any DLCs? Yes, I am using a couple of the DLCs, but I don't know which ones I have. It's probably the earliest two, I believe, up to the football stadium one. I don't have the later ones. I don't have natural disasters. I don't have... I just have... Let's see, what's this? Tourism and leisure. Oh, casinos, driving ranges, fantastic fountains, luxury hotels, and a zoo. There we go, there's the zoo. I knew we had one. So this is going to be great for my wife, Britt, because she keeps asking about the zoo. Yeah, so I have the football stadium add-on. So that's the last DLC that I got, which was a free one. I did buy the ones before that, but I did not buy natural disasters and the ones after that. So there we go. Oh, just lost the chat. Put the chat back on. There we go. So yeah, I love these small little flats. These really look like dormitories, if you ask me. So we've got an empty facility, which is great. Now we can delete this one. Let's see. How do I get rid of it? Yes, demolish the structure. And as soon as this one is empty, we're going to demolish this as well. So we're going to have a couple of... oh, this one should be emptied as well. Let's empty the building in another facility. We need one of those garbage disposals over here. But we don't want this in an area where it can pollute shit out of everything. So let's build it over here. As soon as we got enough money, build it right over there. Mass transit coming in soon. Oh, that would be great. Mass transit. You know, that's the one thing that you can build some buses, you can build some metros, you know, but I don't really feel like it's making a difference in this game. So do we have any problem areas right now? No, we don't have any problem areas at all. Oh, no. Too soon. This pharmacy has been abandoned because worker education was too low. We can build a university now. If you want to, we can build a university. But that's a big project, a very big one. And it costs a lot of money, which we don't have right now. We really wanted this. Yeah, we want this. Just have it here, I think. Plonk. And this one should empty now, and as soon as it's empty, we'll be fine. It's easy to see which DLCs you have. Taxi comes from another dark and let's see, and temperature from snowfall. Yeah, so I've got from after dark and I've got temperature. So yeah, I've got snowfall as well. Of course, you can see it if you go. Let's put this. Let's save this. Use the stream cloud. There we go. Edenia stream. That's going to be it. You can of course go to your main menu and see what you have installed over here. If it saves, yeah, there we go. So we've got After Dark, we've got Snowfall and Match Day. We do not have Deluxe Edition, we do not have Art Deco, we do not have Stadiums, we do not have Natural Disasters, we do not have High Tech, we do not have Relaxation Station. So yeah, there's a couple of things I can still buy. And you know what, if this gets popular enough, I might want to upgrade this to the Deluxe Edition and have everything installed immediately. So there's that. But you know, one thing at a time, right? I'm not even that end game just yet. I'm just very grateful for the viewers that I have. I'm really grateful that you're watching this live stream right now. Really makes my Sunday morning. Robbie Abbey says specs PC. My PC specs are I have an i5 3.3 clock speed. I've got it's a quad core, by the way. I've got 8 gigs of RAM. I've got a Radeon R9 200 series, 3 gigabyte video card, and that's about it. Not very special, nothing too amazing, but you know, it does the trick. Does the trick. So yeah, Old Town, we've got a small problem in Old Town. Old Town still with the education. So we can say that these people will need to get their education on by having a district. So let's make this the Old Town district, right? Let's just do it something like this. Let's not worry about how tidy it is. There we go. So this is Old Town. Old Town. There we go. Policies. We can say education boost. These people will need to get an education. We can also say that recycling is going to be big here. We also want to limit our water and power usage. Smoke detectors. It's going to be a bit more expensive to run Old Town, but it's going to be worth it. So these people will get their education on as soon as they can. Great. Have you heard of Train Sim World? No, I have not heard of Train Sim World. It does sound like the kind of game I would get into, because I love transport. I love Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, Open TTD. Love that with a passion. It's one of the greater games around. Oh, we haven't got any fire coverage over here, so we need this to be here. Just waiting for some money while this house burns down. Oh, it's not burned down. It's been saved. It's been fixed. And we could, of course, put it down here somewhere. That would be amazing, I think. But then again, this will probably have problems turning, right? Yeah, we'll just put it down here. There we go. Your income is under 3,000. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not doing too well. I know. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, look at that. This is great. We've got some flats. This flat is bigger than the other. I don't really know. Oh, because it's leveling up. Right. These are leveling up. That's nice. Make sure your education facilities can handle all potential students. Oh, that's a thing, of course, as well. Because, yeah, this has 750 of 1,000 students. Let's see. It's been developed by Dovetail Games. It's built on Unreal 4. You can also walk around in the game. What are your taxes at? Let's take a look at my taxes then. I've got these at 12%, and for the high residential, the high zones, I've got them at 9% still. I think I could upgrade these to 11%, but I really don't know what the balance is. So let's just put this up just a bit. There we go. Excuse me. So we need to expand still, right? We're gonna get, yeah, this is gonna get emptied very soon. Our income is very low indeed. Probably doing something really wrong. Maybe you can make videos for City Skylines, make a series. I already did a series actually, but you know, I really got burnt out by doing series for a moment in time. So right now I'm experimenting with live streams. But yeah, I would do a series again. Sure. Would love to. Let's see. We need some more residential areas. So we could, of course, just say upgrade existing houses to flats. You know what? I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go in and upgrade existing apartment blocks to flats. Until demand is met. Now that we've got a high school as well, we could say we need some office zones. Office zones are going to be really great. How about doing some office zones down here, down this road? So people will work in offices instead of industry. There we go. I've learned a lot in 30 minutes though, thanks. Well, no problems. Thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in, and have a nice evening. In the meantime, we're going to continue on our Sunday morning live stream of City Skylines. You could try put taxes at 13%. You know, I've always thought 13 was my lucky number, and I think you're right. I think I've done 13% in the past. There we go. No problem, says JSC Star. All right. So we are meeting demand for industry by building office houses, office blocks, and we're meeting demand for housing by upgrading these to big residential areas. I hope I'm doing this right, because I don't really know. Certainly hope I'm doing this right. This is emptying still. This is going to take a long time. This is just going to bring stuff to here. Yeah, it's not the most effective. No, too high. 9 to 11% for taxes. Well, I still don't see any people complaining at the moment. And people are still moving in, and we're getting a little bit of money. So I think this is just about fine. So, yeah. What are we going to do around here? I think we're going to have some really nice areas. Let's grab the freeform tool and let's connect this to here. We're going to have some zoning problems going on. So let's remove these zones. There we go. This as well. Let's just paint this in all the way. There we go. Not those. We'll just have it up to here. It's going to be fine. There is water coverage in this place. You know what? We're going to do something like this, where we'll cover this distance very, very widely, like this. And these pipes are already laid. We're just going to connect them to here. And we're just going to fill in this entire area just to make sure that whenever we build something, we don't need to look out for it. There we go. It's going to be a bit ugly, but it has to be done. How do we go about doing this? Probably something like this. It's not the best, but you know, it will do. Will do. There we go. Filled in. 13% is the limit before they start to complain. That's good to know. Very good to know. This is going to be the worst case of piping I've ever seen. But, you know, there's going to be probably a lot of buildings on top of these pipes. So if there's ever any... what's it called? Any construction work that needs to be done on the pipes, it will probably be at the cost of some houses. So that's not ideal. Let's make this a really nice neighborhood. Let's do something like this, right? And then have some blocks in it and go back to here. And we'll just have, this will be somewhat grid-like, but it will not be perfectly straight. So there we go. I'm thinking something like this. We'll just have a road coming through here. You know, I really like the looks of it. And we'll just connect this to here. There we go. Zoning. We need to do a bit of zoning. So let's get rid of this and this. It's not relevant. We'll have nothing on these roads. Perhaps a corner shop. You know what? Let's fill this in with some corner shops. And the rest can be... You know what? We'll just make this... like this. There we go. We'll have all kinds of flats. All kinds of flats in this area. Except for this. This is going to go. Alright. Yeah, I think this will work out nicely. Nice couple of flats. This will not be connected to the main grid just yet. So we'll need to figure that out very soon. Also, this will have to be like so. Let's see. How do you earn money? Didn't play the game for myself before. High residential waiting to upgrade. How do you earn money? Well, the basic income for you is taxes. These are my income. We'll get taxes from a lot of housing. We'll get taxes from the commercial zones and for the industrial zones as well. There are some specializations, but we're not earning any money from that at the moment. Leisure and tourism, and we do get a lot of cash in from the forestry that we have upstairs. So yeah, we'll have an income every now and again, a total weekly income. This number does not seem to correspond with this. This is the weekly income of this as well. We do have a lot of expenses as well, though. So yeah, this is the income. Yeah, right. This are total income and total expenses, and this is the profit that we make. This is the weekly income. Right. Right. Now it all makes sense. So yeah, you get money for basically everything you do in this game because people need to pay you as the mayor of this town. Let's connect this for a second, just to have it develop. Alright, so let's take a look at leisure and stuff. We do need a cemetery in this area, so let's build a nice cemetery. Oh, we can't build it on this part. That's a bit of a shame. Let's have a nice cemetery down here. Yeah, why not? And we'll have a clinic right next to the cemetery. Oh, was so very poor. Don't get rid of low residential. At this time, they're the biggest money maker. Alright, so we don't want to upgrade our low residential zone then. Alright. So we just want to add high residential zones. I can do that. Also, what I'm going to do is... Oh, what's this? Taxes too high. Oh, there's the first complaints. Yeah, let's put them all back on 12. Just to be sure. People are complaining about taxes. I didn't even know it. Not too high anymore. There we go. Nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this for a second. And I'm going to go and get myself another cup of coffee. So there we go. It's paused now. Yeah, great. I'm going to have myself a cup of coffee. I'll be right back in a second. Thank you very much for your patience. So there we go. Lucas said, why did you stop the game? You could be making money. Well, I do this because there's a lot of things going on in this game. And while I could be making money, I could also be bankrupted within seconds. So yeah, let's not do that, right? Let's see, back to the game then. City Skylines, there we go. Let's unpause this. I've got my my next cup of coffee. It's another latte macchiato, because I'm a spoiled little brat when it comes to coffee. So, yeah, Lucas is saying, don't get rid of low residential at this time. They're your biggest money maker. You know, I totally didn't realize that until you pointed it out. So, we leave in the residential we already have. Oh, there's crime going on. See, I wouldn't have known this if I... right. Right, so we need a prison, but we don't have the money for that at all. And we don't have any police coverage in this area at all. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. So, yeah, where do we put this small police station? We could put it right here. That will be really nice. But we need a bit of money, so let's just... Why don't we loan just a bit? Let's take these loans. There we go. There we go. Bit of money. I don't think these loans are too bad, right? Let's see. Electric. Yeah, this is passed. There we go. I don't think the loans are too bad, actually. So we've got an oil power plant. Do we have any... Well, I don't really want to dabble in oil at all. I just want to... No, I don't want to do oil. I think that's going to be either a waste of time and energy. Let's take a look at traffic, because it's not too bad yet, right? Let's see. It's not too bad. It's flowing. There's just a bit of a standstill over here. This yeah, this is not the best. We might want to get rid of this bit of road. Yeah, I'm thinking let's get rid of that bit of road. Let's just have this to be for the cemetery. This can be a smaller road then. We can upgrade this to a smaller road. Can we still access this? I think we can, right? It doesn't give me the disconnected from road icon, so I'm guessing this is all right. So it's operating normally, and this will just be this will just go from here to here. Let's see, power. This could be connected a bit nicer. We could do something like this. And get rid of these. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be it. Let's put down some more. Yeah, like this. So these traffic stops. We need to make some sort of a shortcut. Maybe get trams from town to town. Trams would be nice, but how do we get... Because this is going to be a hotspot for traffic, right? Because this is the only way into town. So we need to alleviate that by having... this is going to be a strange construction if I do it like this. What I'm thinking, and this is probably very, very bad for me to think, but what I'm thinking is, why not have an alleviated highway going from here to up here, right? And why not have this connect to here, let's say, and have another highway connecting from there to here, you know? That's going to alleviate a lot of traffic, but I don't think it will have the desired results. I just don't think it will. But we do need to get rid of these crossroads, I think, because they're just too much. Simply too much. Let's get rid of them. And let's just do this like so. Let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this as well. Just do it like this. Up to here. Yeah, let's just have this be one long road. With a lot of these buildings in between. These are going to get replaced very soon. Yeah, it's just not going to work that way, right? Trams, that's going to be a great idea. So, can we already do trams? That's metro, that's tram. Yeah, we can do trams. So let's have these roads, right? How do these handle dead ends? We probably need to make this all tram roads, right? So let's fix it then. Oh, it's slope is too steep. Is there a slope? Oh wait, fixed. So that's now a circle. So there we go. So we'll just have a tram road from town to town, right? How do we go about fixing this? Probably not, and probably by connecting this. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do something like this. That's a park, we can't do that. This needs to be a smaller road then. This still connects, yeah. Great, so that is now connected, strangely. And we can do, we can have this be a normal road. This was a 3-lane road. Let's upgrade this bit. And let's have a tram road here. Great. Now this is connected. So now we need 2 tram stations, right? This is now without power at all. This is so bad. Alright, how do we... Alright, let's do something like this. Temporarily. Connect it up. Plop, 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 plop. So this all needs to be commercial zone. Right? Heavy commercial zone. Yeah, that's fine. This is going to be low. No, this is not going to be anything at all. That's just going to be fine. Alright, so we did it. Now we need to fill this in with normal residential zone again. Because it's all changed a bit. There we go. That's nice. Maybe get part of traffic is new people coming to live. For line to other town, you can build only tram tracks, so it won't get blocked by traffic. Can you build tram only? I didn't see that option really. Oh, one-way tram track. Oh, right. So you can have only tram tracks. Right. That's very interesting to know. I've already done it like this now, and I'm not planning on going back on that decision. We need a tram depot right here. So this is connected, right? Yes, this is. Great. So now we need to get a tram line. So we need a line starting from here, probably. And we'll just have it go... Let's have a stop by the cemetery. Let's have a stop right here. Let's have a stop every 2 points, right? So around here it would be then. Then around here. Around here. Go back on itself. And we'll just connect these to the... and we'll just alternate these points. So that will be one. That will be one. That will be one. There it will be, and it has to complete the line. There we go. Here's a tram. We've got a tram line. So that's nice. We've got a tram line, ladies and gentlemen. Very proud of it. We could, of course, do as Lucas said, make a tram line, go from town to town, by having single tram lines. I didn't realize you could, but now we know that we can. We should have that in the near future. So this is going to be, this is going to be housing. It's all fine. I'm thinking this is coming along nicely. Yeah. Still gaining a bit of money. We need some. We need a preschool over here. There we go. Plonk. This area is also not very well educated. It's right next to a high school, but there's no preschool. So let's just build the preschool right here. So these guys can enjoy a full education as well. These people are not privy to this high school. Which is probably fine for now. Let's pay this off. Because we don't really need the money at the moment. So what are you complaining about? Not enough educated workers. Right. So that's Old Town. We need to make another district called... called Newtown or something. I don't know. Let's make it follow the road. Loosely. There we go. So this area is called Meadows Heights, but it's not going to be Meadows Height. This is going to be the town of Edenia. Or just Jazztown. Why not? This is going to be Jazztown Central. And Jazztown Central is going to have a couple of policies. For instance, we're going to have free public transport. I think. Education boost, at least. We'll have power usage and water usage. I don't know if these are worth it. Really. I can see that... I think that if we just build more power and more water facilities, I think that will weigh against these power and water usage. Recycling is obviously a thing. So it's slightly reduced tax income. That's going to be fine. We'll have a... increased land value around parks and plazas. That's going to be fine. And we're going to have... Well, not free public transport. We're just not going to do it right now. Right. So let's take a look at the parks and recreation that we have. These guys are very, very sad that there's nothing to do around them. So let's plonk down a little bit of a park. There we go. And let's plonk another one down right here next to the clinic. For these guys up there. Look at that. That's going to be nice. These people working in offices, they need a bit of a park. A park with trees. There we go. So they can have their lunches. There we go. They can have lunch. They can sit down with their colleagues, eat a Subway club sandwich, whatnot. If people are not going to school, it means it's too far. So use public transport. Right. Right. That's a very good observation. We do have coverage for garbage. These people are just not getting serviced at the moment, I believe. So yeah, we need public transport for going to schools. Then we can do that. We can have some public transport. We already have public transport throughout here, though. So I don't know what I can do to alleviate that. Could of course do one more line. I don't know if this is going to help at all. Add a stop, add a stop. We'll add a stop right here. Go through here because there's no line coming through here. And have it go back on itself. There we go. So if we complete the line, yeah, we need to go through here. Which is fine. It's just going to be an extra route. There we go. Just a bit more public transport. We do probably need public transport in Jazztown. So we're going to start here because there's a tram going off. So every line that we're going to create is going to start here because I think it's just a logical thing to do, right? Let's go through. This one will go through the outer part of town, like this. It will follow the outsides. It will go over here for a second and then to here, right through the center of this. I think that will reach these guys as well. So it will have to go through here. Now this Lucas guy said that buses should really go back on themselves, but that will make their routes immensely large. I don't know if that's considered ideal, because I just don't think so. Let's just complete the line. Let's have another line then going the other way. How about that? So we'll have another line, not the same line, but another line going the other way. So we'll just do something like this. We'll not have to go through here, I guess. We could, of course, stop here, just go this way instead, because there hasn't been a stop here. Oh, we need to add a stop over here. No, that's wrong. Can we drag to add a stop? No. We do need to actually do it like this. There we go. And let's have it go through here. To there, there, and complete it. There we go. So that's 2 lines going quite the distance. Now we should have room for another line. Create a new line over here. Let's have it go like this. Add a stop here. This one's going to go around this way through town, because there's not enough stops in this part of town. There we go. We're going to have a lot of public transportation. And another line. Let's see what way we're going to go. You know, we're better off doing it this way, I think. Just to have the coverage. Right. Let's finish it up. And we're going to have the same line going the exact other way. So this way, 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 over here, to there, complete, add another stop. Yeah, we're going to have to go overhead, add a stop, and complete the line. There we go. So that's going to fill it in. He loves my messy lines, Lucas. Yeah, it's messy, I know. It's messy, but it's going to be all right, you know. I mean, I'm no expert on public transport. I've been using it all my life, but I wouldn't know how it works. So yeah, this is connected by a thread. This is connected to here. Oh, it's all connected to the main city again, so we can get rid of this ugly line. There we go. And this is connected both ways, so this doesn't need to be here. Yeah, great. Alright, so this is still emptying. It takes literally forever, but as soon as it's done, we're going to get rid of it. Same with this one. Town is looking great. Town is looking great so far. So what are we gonna do next? We're gonna have to... Yeah, look, there's a lot of uneducated people here because they need highly educated people now. So they need university standard education. And we don't have a university. We could build a university here in Old Town. The Old Town University, right here next to the trams. And I believe that it will... Let's take this loan. Let's see if we can pay this now and take it again. Can we now build the university? No, barely. But I think we should have a university on this part of town. And the people of Old Town or Jazztown Central, they can use public transport to get here. Look at that. Complete coverage. Great. So we've got a university right here on the outskirts of Old Town. Right next to the tram station. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Alright. This will probably not get rid of these entirely because, you know, it's going to go bad at some point. But so yeah, let me just think for a second. If we want to go to the end game of this, right? If we want to go end game, we might want to have a lot of schooling and a lot of offices and not a lot of industry. We'll get rid of the industry and replace it by offices. But then we need a great infrastructure to import all of the goods to town. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem, I think. Yeah. This is looking fine though. Meadow Square, our little town, it's quite self-sufficient. I think we have struck a balance of industry, specialization and living area. So if we did want to, we could of course add some flats to this. I don't know if we want to at the moment. Yeah. These little dormitories, they are doing fine. Look at that. Oh, this is a modern apartment building. Look at that. The high residence. One household. One household in this entire building. You know what? We might want to make this actual apartment blocks and just make them a bit bigger. Let's fill this in. There we go. So, yeah, this is not too bad, if you ask me. We just need to actually build something that's going to give us a lot of money. And we need to make sure education is distributed nicely. So let's take a look at education, university. No one is universally educated just yet. Oh, a couple of people. A couple of people have experienced a nice education. A lot of people over here that have a high school education. Everyone should have elementary, except for these guys. I don't know what the problem is. These guys do not have an education. Uneducated workers in small houses. Is it because they are small houses? If that's the case, we're going to have to upgrade these. Because that's unacceptable. I don't... No, that would be strange if the size of a house determines the education people can follow. No, because these guys have educated and well-educated people, actually. So I don't really know what the deal is. There's an elementary school right here. That's going to be fine. There's a tram. Here's the tram. Look at that. Distance traveled online. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. It's en route. Now has to wait for passenger crossings. So yeah, I get the point where you want to say let's not build a tram through the city. I think this is alright, this piece, because there's no intersections except for here. This is going to be an intersection. So I get this. This is going to be fine. This will also not pose much of a problem, I think. But yeah, I see why you would normally... the uneducated people are those which are new to your city. Yeah, but I thought that people could get educated before they entered your city. I thought people would have, especially adult people, will just have a prior education. But anyway, whatever the case, I don't think this tram is going to be a problem. We might want to have actual metros. Metro stations are going to be really nice to have, but I don't know if it's going to be helpful. We might want to have a shuttle metro going from here to here, let's say. Oh, we don't have enough money. Of course not. Why would we have enough money? We could make this a shuttle metro. I don't know if that works that way. Would be really nice though. Because I think a metro line all the way down here. That's also another 20,000. That's expensive, jeez. Alright, can we get a refund? Yes, we can. Great. It's not the whole lot, but it's a refund at least. We'll wait with the metros. Alright, so traffic is piling up on our roundabout. How do we fix this? That's a good question. How do we fix this? Let's take a look at traffic hotspots, right? This is a traffic hotspot and this as well. So yeah, it is posing a bit of a problem. Metro may work, says Lucas. Pink for fashion. Hey, I built more tourism, says Brit. Yeah, we don't even have an infrastructure yet. We can't just build tourism right away. Right. So these are just no, those are not the buildings I'm looking for. Oh, we've got plazas as well. Oh, that's nice. And a basketball court, and this is... Yeah, this is leisure and tourism, right. A restaurant pier. We've got a beach volleyball court. So there are some tourism things we can build, right? But we need leisure specialization, right. I believe my boyfriend said something earlier under my name. I was walking the dog. Greatest excuse ever. Well, that's fine. That's fine. He didn't say anything too rude, if it was him. So we need to alleviate this traffic. So it's my understanding that if we just... Well, these guys need to actually... They come from this clover, right? They go down here. Look at that. It's piling up. There's cops on the way. This is not good. That's one thing that's true. So how do we go about alleviating this? I think we might want to have, as I said earlier, a highway connection to here. To this. But if we're going to tunnel that, it's going to be really expensive, right? Yeah, only this part costs 4,000 already. Let's see, this would cost something about 10,000. I believe it may work though, because this is just a bit too ridiculous. So how do we go about alleviating all that traffic? We could also have a raised highway. I think that's a bit cheaper. Let's do an estimate. Estimate of 10,000. Okay, so it really doesn't matter if you go down or up. Right, should we have an underground highway? Should we have an underground highway? I think we should. And this should go all the way to here. Oh, that's a lot of money. Alright. So this should skip right into here, actually. So that would cost 25,000. Then go up to here. We might want to not have it that close to this intersection, right? So what if we do something like this and then have it connect somewhere along here? You know what? I think it's so crazy it might work. The roundabout is too close to the intersection. Yeah, that's why I'm splitting it off. Oh, there we go. So let's see if people will actually use this road. I believe they will, because there's a lot of people trying to get into this town. And they can go onto this roundway. Are people actually using it? Doesn't look like it. Oh dear. Oh, there's a truck. That truck used it. Alright, so we just built an expensive 25 grand highway for, for just one truck to use. There it goes. This lucky guy. The box truck. Smart man. There you go. There you go, Mr. Smart Man. Right. The problem is the roundabout is too close to the intersection. Yeah, but there's really nothing I can do about that. It's just the way town is laid out at the moment. We've got a bit of a worker problem right here. Once again, that might be just alleviated by doing a bus route. Should we do a bus route through this part of town going through here? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's have a bus route. There we go. Going through here. Let's have it stop on every block. And let's have it go through the tunnel we made. Because there's a tunnel over here. It will go through the tunnel. Oh, that's nice. Of course, otherwise it will have to go around a lot. Now we should make it stop here. And here. And here. We should make it then... No, we should make it go through the tunnel. Because it's ridiculous if we don't. So then we need to go back to the tunnel as well. Oh, that's a bit of a problem then. Can't make it stop here. If we make it stop here, it will go around the roundabout. You know, that's fine. Why not? Right, let's have a stop here, 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 and here. Going through here, 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 and here, and back on itself. Complete the line. So that should alleviate... you should look where traffic is going. Most of it's trucks. Yeah. Oh, this roundabout is a lot more quiet now that we have this road. It seems to be alleviating a bit of traffic into town, so that's good. Now this part, we've got this road over here that is being used, thank God. But it is a bit of a busy intersection. Most of it is trucks indeed. A couple of big trucks over here. So yeah. Well, we're doing rather fine now, actually. Let's just leave it for what it is right now. With this one alleviating road, that's going to be fine. We've got people using the outer roads. That's also very nice. Down to these offices by the park. We've got a bus line now for these people who complain that there's not enough workers around there. Yeah, this is going well. This is going well. We might need some more flats around here. We could, of course, line some of this up with flats. But as Lucas said earlier, we don't really want to get rid of the original houses, because those are my source of income at the moment. So let's build another grid. So Lucas seems like he's played this game a lot, or at least seen a lot of this game. Oh, it's not entirely straight. Would you say that building a grid is more efficient than building something that looks nice, or is a grid actually gonna make a lot of gridlocks? Let me hear your thoughts on this, because I'm very interested. There we go. Or it was just the new people coming. Yeah, I did see a lot of cars as well. A lot of standard cars. So people are going into town on these roads now, which is great. It's amazing. We might need an exit road as well, but I think this roundabout exit is going just fine. Yeah, not going to be too worried about that just now. This one's actually empty. Finally, let's get rid of it. Actually, I do want to get rid of this entire bit. We're a small city now, finally. We can do trains. Trains are going to be nice. High-tech housing, industrial space planning, big business benefactor, small business enthusiast. Don't really know what it all is, but I think it's on the policies, right? So these are city-wide policies. We can say city planning, small business enthusiast. So there's more upkeep, 2 simoleons per low-density commercial building, but they will double their sales. I don't know if that's worth it. Lucas says, played this game for about 1 hour, but I watched a lot of vids. Yeah, same here. Well, I did play it for more than an hour. Steam says I've played it almost 200 hours now. So, I did play a lot of this back on my old Dutch channel, Crimmy TV. I used to have a series going on about this, 2 seasons even. And I did one series on this channel as well. So yeah, I'm really stumped with the old education, because we've got public transport throughout the entirety of Old Town. We've got a university, we've got multiple elementary schools which are not filled to the brim, and we've got a high school which is not filled either. And still, people are not getting their education on. There's a lot of public transport going through. There's a stop nearly on every corner. I really don't know what I can do right now to alleviate this. First of all, let's pay off our loans, because why not? Yeah, so this is going rather well. Yeah, I think this is going to be great. So I still want to get rid of this part entirely. There's 2 coal power plants. We can move them or get rid of them if we wanted to, because those will actually increase traffic, because we need to bring coal to there. You know what? We're going to get rid of these 2 just to get rid of the pollution. Also, we want to make sure that this is still connected. Great. And yeah, if we just have a couple of these waste management plants, and just a fire station. We could move these actually. Let's move these to here. Cost 6,000 to relocate. It's crazy. How wide are these actually? Let's put them right here. Let's make this some sort of roundabout for these trucks to go and do their business. That's going to be fine. There we go. Let's get rid of some notifications on my phone so I can read the chat. We do need a firehouse about here because otherwise there will be no coverage at all. Yeah, so we do need one. I don't think crime and health is going to be a bit of a problem around here. Just a bit, just a bit. Sauna is a healthcare facility. Towels are optional. Saunas create a health bonus to the neighborhood around them and increases happiness. Oh, that's good. That's good to have. We need a sauna somewhere. Oh, this part could really use a sauna. Look at that. And it costs a lot of money, which we don't have. 2 ways to fix worker problem. Wait or get rid of them. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently we are oversaturating our industry market now, so we might just want to, as he says, get rid of them. That's a good idea. If we get rid of a couple of these zones, for instance, if we get rid of this, we'll have less industry around here, but that will also mean that these buildings will be more popular. There will be more people needing to work there. So yeah, that's a good idea. Also, yeah, probably these commercial zones are just waiting to be transformed into high-rise buildings. So let's get rid of them. And the abandoned buildings as well, because people don't like the sight of an abandoned building. This needs to become high-rise as well. There's this little building over here. Oh, transformed the entire block. That's not really what I needed, but you know what? Fine by me. Let's get rid of the abandoned buildings. There we go. Yeah, I think building some nice high-rise over here is gonna really shapen up the old town. Yeah, there's probably gonna be some new people around here. So yeah, that's one way to fix a problem. Just get rid of the building because it's apparently not needed, or it can't be saturated. So that's great. We've got some empty buildings around here. Not a lot though. Worker education was too low. Yeah, well, gotta get rid of those. And for now, we'll just fill them up with... oh, it's already being built again. So apparently there is demand for these buildings. Yeah, we'll just have to see what goes on with them. It's just that the land value will decrease as there are more of these abandoned buildings. So that's not good. It's not good to have. So yeah, we're getting rid of these buildings. There is an incineration plant right here. This is still being emptied. It's 19% full. Apparently we're missing some power now because I'm being an idiot again. There we go. Always check your zoning when you're deleting something. Let's put this down here. There we go, an extra backup line. Great. So this is going nicely. We might want to upgrade this by making some more roads. Yeah, this seems to be quite alright now. My initial thoughts were to have big industrial zones up front, commercial zones then, and then residential with a little bit of commercial mixed in. This does seem to work quite well. And these offices, they're going to be the standard now for when we build industry. We don't want to build any box standard industry except for here, because we don't really want people to get educated over here, which is fine, which is nice. Let's take a look at the district. We're quite safe over here. Let's build this out. We don't want to hit the industry because that's actually going to be normal industry. So there we go. Let's erase this. Let's try and make it as neat and tidy as possible, as we possibly can. There we go. Something like this. That's going to be fine. Great. So for the people just tuning in, welcome to the lazy Sunday morning live stream here on Edenia. We're playing some City Skylines to keep ourselves busy and occupied. Right, so we're making a bit of money now, which is nice. We're gaining population, which is even nicer. I think we should do some tourism, because why not? So let's see what we got. We've got fishing tours. This is all water-based, and we don't really have a nice a nice place of water just yet. We need to get these tiles to have that. There are a couple of things we can use. Riding stable. We can have a riding stable. Why not? We can have a riding stable right here on this bit of land, this plot of land, which is easily accessed, so that's good. We'll also have a beach volleyball court right across. There we go, look at that. People are playing volleyball and actually serving. Look at that, there's an actual game going on. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So there's a riding stable here, just at the edge of town. That's also very nice. You can make districts just for tourism. Oh, that's going to be very handy. Right. Leisure industry. Ah, tourism, leisure. Yeah, I see. I see. So let's grab our district tool. Let's grab the medium tool and let's pull this line from here to here. This is going to be the strip. Right, all the way down to here. There we go. That's going to be the strip. The strip. Do you want some policies here? Not really. Not really. There's nothing we can really use over here. We can have recreational use. There we go. That's going to be Little Jamaica then. Little Jamaica. You can make districts just for tourism. Yeah, so how do we go about doing that? If we do tourism specialization. There we go. Let's see, no commercial. This is the standard one. No commercial, right. So this is going to be the strip. This is going to be tourism only. We'll have some nice hotels probably around here, and we can put some buildings up for tourism. So what do we have? We have other parks. This is a baseball court. Some plazas. So this is a riding stable. This is a restaurant pier. All of these are made for water. So where's the normal ones? Where's the these are the ones tourism specialization built. So we need to actually build tourism specialization squares for these to unlock. 500 people transported using a taxi. Also put normal train stations for tourists to come. Right, but we don't have any outside connections to the train just yet. That's over there. So we need to go that way in order to use the train. Right. It will make all shops to hotels and others, I think. Yeah, just looks like that. Yeah. So yeah, this is a Neptune Media Store, Your Choice Hotel, almost 5-star hotel, Hotel Intercontinental. Yeah, this is nice indeed, and it's gonna maintain a lot of tourism. But there are not a lot of things you can build unless I just can't find the late night stuff, the nightclubs and the whatnot. Here's a beach volleyball court. This is apparently tourism and leisure. So so we can have a beach volleyball court over here, but I don't know what it's going to add in this district. I mean, people are not coming to see this town just for a beach volleyball court. So apparently we need to unlock these. 5 squares of leisure specialization build. This is squares of tourism, driving range. Right, this is people using a taxi. This is construct an international airport, which we can't just yet, and construct a fishing pier, and then we can have the zoo. Alright, so if we have a fishing pier, we can have a zoo. So let's just build a fishing pier. Why not? Where is it? There's a marina, there's a jet ski rental. This is a fishing pier. So we can have a fishing pier over here, actually. And it has no road connection right now. So we need to make sure there is a road connection. Which we can do. Oh, it doesn't really like that when I do it. So how... Space already occupied. What's this malarkey? There we go. That's a road. Oh my lord. Alright, let's connect it to our main outer line. Let's have it be a curvy road. Right. There's going to be one strange intersection, but it's going to work. You know what? We'll have some shops around this. Or some offices. Oh, I think we could use some offices around here. There we go. Let's put the offices down. People are going to love this. Great stuff. All right. Yeah, that's going to be fine. We'll have a fishing pier then. I don't think we can have a boat connection on this small piece. I don't think we need to, actually. Let's get rid of these buildings so these people can get happier. So Little Jamaica will have a lot of hotels, a lot of tourism, and now we can probably build the zoo if we have 180,000. But that does seem like the kind of thing that people will want to see when they enter a city. So there is a bit of a highway there. So how about we make... Yeah, we should make a train station over here as soon as we can. But, you know, it doesn't really help that we don't have an outside connection. This is a cargo terminal. This is a train station. So what if we do build a train station already? Just don't use it yet. So we could... Oh, this place is huge. So how do we go about doing this? That's a good question. RIP Zoo. Yeah, we're not going to be able to afford that one. Or can we? I think we can shortly, yes. So we're going to have a zoo, and the zoo is going to be the main attraction to this town. Right, so we need some roads leading off of this, because this is going to be quite the busy place. We're going to have some big roads with some nice trees. You know what? We're going to make this another end to the to the roundabout. Why not? Yeah, we're going to do it like this. And we're just going to have hotels lining up on this side as well. Connected to here. District. There we go. Okay, let's go down this way and this way. There we go. This is all part of Little Jamaica. And we're gonna have some nice touristy attractions over here. But first and foremost, we're gonna have the zoo. And the zoo will have to go... Oh, come on. Can't find a bit of straight road? Yeah, there we are. Tiny bit of straight road. We're gonna have the zoo right here, smack dang in the middle. 80,000, come on. Brit, I'm doing this for you. Here is your zoo. Bam. Look at that. Look at that thing. We've got parking. We've got a bird cage. We've got, what's this? A building for lions or whatnot. We don't have any power though. That's easily fixed. There we go. Power is connected. This will connect eventually automatically, but you know. Should we have some high residential zones around here? No, I don't think we should. I think we just should have high residential hotels, high-rise hotels and buildings and flats. It's going to be fine. This is just going to be one big shopping district. Look at that. Little Jamaica. It's going to be great. So people are going to use this to alleviate traffic outward as well, which is great. So this will just be traffic that needs to go here. And this will be traffic that needs to go to the offices and whatnot. Oh, we don't have any water around here. That's a bit of a dinky. Alright, there we go. And to here. Great stuff. Let's connect it up to here, because why not? Tourism district only affects shops. Yeah, but I still don't want any people living in this tourism district, you know. But we've built the zoo, and that's going to attract a lot of people then. Now we should actually build a train station going out from here. So let's grab a road. And let's have it be straight like an arrow. And let's build a train station. There we go. This is going to be an expensive one, but we should have an outside connection with a train station if we're ever going to use this. So, yeah, let's wave around this district. This is going to be part of it. There we go. Little Jamaica. How much is it? It's 45,000. It's a tad expensive. May I ask why you don't build one big platform with tourism? Well, that's what I'm going to do right here. This Little Jamaica is going to be tourism central. I just built a fishing pier down here because we need to have it somewhere underwater. And I built a riding range down here. I don't really know why. We could do the riding stable over here as well. You know what? Let's move it. Let's move the riding stable. And this is the beach volleyball court. We'll have the beach volleyball court stay there. That's fine. Nice, says Britt. So we'll have the riding stable right here next to a very busy train station. I don't know how that's going to work at all. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, there is a seagull. Can we click it? Yes, we can click the seagull and we can name it Charlie. There we go. Charlie the seagull flying around. Look at that. Great stuff. So what do we do next? What do we do next? We're building a hotel. Your choice hotel. It's very poorly. Still, education problem. I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. There's a lot of students in here. A lot of people should get their education on. And not a lot of people are schooled yet with university education. That might be a bit of a problem if they don't get schooled properly. Let's see. This still alleviates traffic. Yeah, we're doing quite fine actually. Just need to have that outward connection with the trains. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy this plot of land. I don't want to go south here. This is going to be Jazztown Central. This is going to be the edge of the map. You can only buy 9 squares in vanilla, and we're playing vanilla. So I'm just going to buy these ones because I do want to have the train line coming in. So let's purchase it. There we go. And we can purchase even more squares. This will be interesting to have a hydro dam and just a little town on the other side of the dam. So that will be good. Can you build a Disneyland? No, so sadly I can't build a Disneyland. That would be great though. But now at least we have a connection with this train line. So what we can do is we can have trains of goods coming in and going out wherever we want. So that's really good. So let's try and build a train station. A cargo station is probably even more expensive. Yeah. Alright, so we need a train station, and this is going to be the place for it. So people can come here. We might want to have a taxi station here as well. That's a bit shorter, a bit smaller as well. You know what? We'll build a taxi station first. And now we can build taxi stands. So if people want to take a taxi, they can. By going to one of these taxi stands. We'll build a couple around town, but I don't think they will be... I don't think a lot will be needed. We'll have a taxi stand here. We don't need to do any routes, right? When a taxi cab is not busy, it will return to the closest taxi stand and wait for a fare, unless a taxi deposit is closer by. Right. I think the problem with workers in shops is that they need stupid people. They need stupid people? No, but it says not enough educated workers. There are 4 workers. They need 2 uneducated workers. They need... Oh, right. They do need stupid people. So how do I read this? Do we have 1 but we need 2 highly educated? And we have 2 but we need 0 uneducated. Yeah, these are the workers, these are the workplaces. This is abandoned, by the way. So we have 1 uneducated worker but we need 0. No, we definitely need more educated workers. We don't need more stupid people. We've got plenty of stupid people. Not saying that anyone without an education is stupid, but this game appears to think so. So, very sorry if you feel offended. Check your feelings. There we go. So, we need a bit of cash still. It means you need high commercial zones. Right. We might want to try that. These commercial zones, we could, of course, trade them in for something else. You know what? That's going to be my new tactic. Whenever something is abandoned, I'm going to plonk down something else we need. So this is going to get abandoned soon. Let's make this offices as well. There we go. Here's something that's going to get abandoned. Let's make this an office. Here are some abandoned places. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Let's build a small tiny office. Let's get rid of this. Small tiny office. Over here as well. We'll just build some offices between those. I think that's going to be great. This is getting demolished. And we're going to build some offices. Yeah. And we're going to fill this with high rise as well because we need some more people. Yeah, this is where some of my people already live, so I don't want to do that. It's going to be a new building. We don't have any complaints right now over here. Well, this one is abandoned, for example, so we're going to make this into a high-rise building. So these flats, they still won't convert to bigger flats. You know what? We might want to do something like this. I know it's deadly, but we want this to be bigger flats. Britt says, I would like to move to Jazztown. You need those dark blue shopping zones. Can you show all the building options in your menu? Yes, I can. So for zoning, we've got low residence, high density residence, we've got low density commercial, high density commercial, industrial, office, and D zone, or nothing. And for electricity, we've got a lot of options, including hydro dams and solar plants and nuclear power plants. Water, nothing special really. We got garbage incinerators and landfill sites. We're trying to get rid of the landfill sites now, like this one. It's done. There we go. In favor of building. This is not going to be filled as well. So we might want to get rid of some of this. We've also got cemeteries, crematoriums, and hospitals and whatnot. Oh, let's do a quick hospital check while we run through these, because these people don't have any healthcare at all. Click. Cemetery. They do have a cemetery in Jazztown. So fire hazard is a bit of a thing. Let's build a fire station on this corner. There we go. That's nice. These people are now helped. Look at that. Great. We've got policing. Of course, we've got a couple of police buildings. Oh my god, a nuclear power plant. Yeah, we can do a nuclear power plant if we want to, but I'm trying to get rid of the pollution actually, so let's not do it right away. Not right as soon as we can. We'll have a police station over here, just because. So we got the 3 schools. Elementary school, high school and university. We're doing quite well in elementary. High school, these people do not enjoy a high school at the moment. So we might want to give them a high school. There we go. University, I think the entire town as we know it has access to the university, so that's cool. And if not, they can go there by tram. So we've got public transport buildings. There are no nukes that blow up in this game. Yeah, true, but they do cause a lot of pollution. So we've got buses, we've got trams, we've got trains, metros and trains, boats, planes and taxis. We don't really have a lot of taxi stands, but I don't think they're needed in most of the town. We could put one down here in Old Town, somewhere around here perhaps. Could put this on the edge of town. Because Old Town is going to be... it's going to be a bit popular. You know what? Let's just put one down here. Just one. One taxi stand. Great. That's going to be it. We've got a lot of leisure. We've got a lot of parks, plazas, and this is other, I think. Other parks, yes. So we've got a lot of parks that you can choose from. We can have a botanical garden if we want to. You know what? Let's build the botanical garden. I don't even care. Boom. And then we've got monuments. There's a lot of monuments that you can build. And we haven't even built most of them yet. We should in the nearby future. There's a lot of things you can build. We've unlocked all the way up to level 6 unique buildings. And oh, this is unique buildings, and then there is monuments. There we go. Nuclear power plant don't make pollution in this game? No? Oh wow, that's good to know. I thought that would be a big source of pollution, but if that's not the case, then I'm quite a happy man. All these buildings are leveling up, which is nice. So yeah, Lucas said that if they don't have enough workers, we should just upgrade them to the high density commercial zone. Sounds like a thing to do. Yeah. There we go. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Let's build it over again. So we are in need of some high demand, a medium demand for offices and also for residential. So we should build some new places to go. Let's grab the tool. Let's make this. We could upgrade everything to nice roads. You know, that does cost a bit of upkeep, but it looks nicer. Now this is going to be a bit of a. Well, I wouldn't want to call it a slum, but you know, it's all sorts of apartment buildings, one on top of the other. Let's make a nice road, a nice part of town. Let's connect it from here to here, right? And let's make this. We can make this part of the same deal. So we'll just have this lead to here, and we'll just have a road leading to here. Or we can have a dead end. You know what? Dead ended up. High rise. There we go. Let's grab the brush. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice and high rise. There we go. Do we have water? Yes, we have water. Great. Great, great, great. Let's fill this in. Just so we have coverage if we ever want to build there. So we got some high rise residential. About taxi. Taxi depot spawns limited amount of cars. So you need multiple depots. Right, so we need multiple depots. We could do that. We could do taxi depots. There's one depot over there. And we can build a depot in Old Town as well. Somewhere. I don't know where. Let's build a depot here on the corner of Old Town. Just so we have more. Great. So we'll get some taxis running around town for people who ever need to use them. That's fine. I think we're doing quite well. Even traffic has alleviated. Look at this. Traffic is not backed up back on the well, it's gonna be, but look at that. It's clearing. It's not. It's just in time. It's clearing. So there's a best nightclub. It never turns night in this game anymore. Looks great though. Looks amazing. We need some more offices. We desperately need some more offices. This area is probably not very privy to the university because it's too far away. So I don't think it's good to build offices here. I think we need to build our own university over here. The Jazztown University. So what was I saying? I was saying we need to make a sort of posh area. We'll have these nice areas, nice trees. We'll have a bit of a main road going through it. Do we want to upgrade this to? Yeah, we want to upgrade this to nicer roads. There we go. We'll just do it like this. Snaky road. We'll connect it to here. So what about old idea of tram routes to other town? Yeah, we could have. I don't know how much these people want to go here. I don't know if that's a thing. We could have a tram route, of course. We could build a tram-only road. How should we go about doing that? I don't really know how to pull it off. I don't really know if it's worth it as well. Let's just try and build some roads here first. Let's get this show on the road. So something like this with a bit of a curve in it. We'll have this connect to here, I guess. Look at that. That's going to be nice. We'll have some open space, some open planning. It's going to be fine. This is going to be a bit more posh, and we do need an elementary school in here. Of course, we're going to need one. Because this place is very uneducated. So we're going to plonk one down. We're going to need a high school as well, and a university. We're all going to put them on this road. So this is going to be Education Square. And we need a bit of money still. We're already loaned up all the way. That's a bit of a bummer. But we'll be able to do all sorts of offices around here. That's gonna be great. So we fill this with offices, right? And we fill this with offices. This is all gonna be offices. And this is gonna be offices as well. They would use it because of the university. Yeah, I guess they would. There's also a bus line going that way. I don't know if that's going to be enough, a bus line, but we'll see. I'm gonna finish this up, and then we'll talk numbers. All right, and this will be a residential area for the people that want to go here. High school is going to be, what's it, 24,000. We'll be able to put this right here. Come on, just a bit of money. Let's fast forward a bit. There we go. So we've got a couple of offices around here. Is this connected by power just yet? No, not yet. It will be very soon. If people start to build here. We do need the university still. So that will give these people an education as well. They can work in these offices. That's going to be great. So let's just build some temporary power cables, because I can't stand to watch this. I don't know if this works at all. I don't think this connects, you know. Oh, but it does. It does connect. Right. Good to know. As soon as this... oh, this is probably just ticking over? No, not yet. Alright. So if we build a university here, this is going to be a hotspot as well. So we might want to say that... we might want to do a metro then. To make an underground connection to this town. Yeah, we'll make a metro. And this metro will go through these two towns. Still need to make a train station as well. Oh my god, this is a lot of stuff. I thought this was going to be a chill Sunday morning stream. Most attractive city. Wow. Didn't think of that. But it is coming together really nice, isn't it? You know what? This is connected. Great. Love it when it connects. We'll get a bit of a refund as well. Yeah. We're probably going to need some garbage disposal on the outskirts of town. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an ugly road. Let's make it a normal road. Let's just have it go here. Let's have garbage disposal on this end. We are going to need some cabling to make it connect. So all the way to this corner. Yeah, we're gonna need to do it from the corner, I think. Otherwise, it would be a bit of a shame. So if we go that way, then into town, we'll connect it up with garbage disposal. Oh, it says not enough money. It will break this line. I will lay it again. Alright, so just a bit of money. Let's just have it pour in for a second. There we go. this is connected. Great stuff. Alright. So we'll have an incineration plant on the edge of town. That's going to be fine. We do need to get rid of these polluting sewage things, but this only unlocks at 16,000 people. So yeah, getting a lot of stuff done today. We've been streaming for nearly 3 hours, and we're going to call it an end today. This has been amazing. I've had a lot of feedback from you guys, especially Lucas. Thank you very much for joining this stream. I really appreciate it. There we go. Look at our little jazz town. Next time, we're going to work on expanding the public transport. As Lucas has suggested multiple times, we might want to have a train line. Yeah, I think we're going to have a train line. If we have a train line coming down from here, connecting to this industrial part of town, and then connecting to the leisure part of town, and then connecting probably to this bottom line here, just to have it connect to all 3 parts of the city, then have it loop around and back up. I don't know if they can use the double tracks or if they use single tracks. That's going to be a big question. But yeah, we've got some mighty plans for this town, and I have to say, in all honesty, it's not great, but to me this looks like a town where I would live. Yep. I'm going to take my lovely wife with me, and we're going to live here in Jazztown and keep on listening to jazz. Lucas says, thanks for stream. No problem at all. It's my pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. Felix says, it was really fun. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for watching. So, yeah, I don't know how this works on live streams, if you can leave a like or a dislike, but I'm going to ask for it anyway. If you did like this episode, or this stream rather, please press the like button. It really helps the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all again next time. Have a great day. If there's any questions, I will be in the chat for a couple of minutes.